internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Fire Script. Let's get right into today's video. I could feel it in the air. Something dramatic is about to happen within this whole crypto ecosystem. The Ethereum ETF just got approved. Why was that all of a sudden, right? Why did that shift so dramatically? I'm not going to start speculating anything because we know the elections are coming up. They want votes. They want to accelerate crypto adoption. We very well know that. And 2024 and 2025, which we have all been looking forward to as pivotal years in implementing this transformation. In today's video, we're going to go over liquidity. We're going to go over Quant, QNT, and XRP. Skim through them very quickly, and I want to give you guys an understanding of the difference and why XRP acting as a bridge and main source of liquidity to the brand new financial infrastructure that they're about to roll out is going to be significant, and it will reflect the price of XRP. And I cannot believe this. The day I released a video stating this, and even if we go to the first page, I mean, they got everything trademarked because this is a company that's about to take over the world. Garlinghouse comes out hours later and posts this on his Twitter. For whatever reasons, I've been hanging on to this one for a while. Probably my all-time favorite from the XRP community. It's been hanging on the wall in my house, but with all the momentum in the market, I wanted to share it. And here we have, looks like a monkey. It says, laugh now, but one day XRP will power the world. And in a moment, I'm going to give you a little collage of a video that I put together. It is very important for you to listen to in terms of XRP powering the world. And I've said this in the past. Our minds have never seen anything like this. Our minds have not seen the internet of value being unlocked. And once we see this, and once we see this whole crypto ecosystem in the trillions, wow. I mean, it's going to be a monumental moment for every single one of us. And Garlinghouse hinting at ETFs. Here we have individuals replying back to Garlinghouse saying, XRP ETF, please. XRP next. XRP ETF. And he's out here liking these comments towards him. And going into QNT, XRP, and the difference on a very, quick overview. And Marcus Treacher, in a moment, he'll explain to you XRP, its role, and the liquidity, what it all comes down to. And Marcus Treacher, you guys all know, worked at Ripple for almost 5 years. He was at Swift for 8 years because he was there before as well in 2007. Citibank, HSBC for global payments his whole life. So for him to come out and pretty much say, Swift isn't gonna have the solution to unlocking the internet of value and joining Ripple, that's a significant outlook right there. But check this out. So the RLN network, which I covered, also utilizes QNT. But the thing is, they all play their own use cases. And Zafho pointed this out, saying QNT's overledgers provided on the RLN infrastructure, that's great. But they're all involved in this. Each company provides its own unique case. For example, QNT won't be used as a bridge asset. QNT token is used to access the overledger network and its services. XRP is used as a bridge currency in the RippleNet ecosystem to facilitate liquidity and transfer of value between different fiat currencies. And obviously there's way more to it, but that is the quick summary just so you guys understand. Two completely different things. QNT will not settle. I mean, it will, but that's not its use case. XRP is enhancing the RippleNet, and this is where things get very interesting. Listen to what Marcus says here, and listen to what I just stated in terms of how QNT won't be used as a bridge asset. It's used to access the Overledger network and its services. And RippleNet leverages XRP as a bridge currency in the RippleNet ecosystem. So the volume that's going through XRP could only maintain, little bit of volume when XRP is trading at 52 cents. You can't move billions with a 52 cent XRP. So that's why the price of XRP going to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, $100 is going to happen 100%. You may think I'm coming off very arrogant with that statement, but listen, time will settle all arguments. And when it happens, it happens. I'm just giving you the warnings. And when it happens, I mean, you knew, you missed out, oh well. But listen to what Marcus Treacher says here. This is very, very important.
One of the former board members of Swift, a gentleman Marcus Treacher, joined our team to run all of customer success. And, this was, a former board member from Swift coming over and saying, hey, we don't think Swift's going to be necessarily a solution to really unlocking this Internet of Value. These are, marks along the journey.
The second dimension, which is much more complicated to solve, it has to do with liquidity.
The second half of the problem is all around liquidity. And the kind of elephant in the room is today the world locks up around, I think it's around 10 or 10 to 15, whatever, $1 trillion at any one time in balances and nostros in different parts of the world to fund payments which are sent in great big chunks at end of day or end of week. The opportunity here with CBDCs running domestically and with a bridge asset, another cryptocurrency model, a bridge asset to connect those CBDCs together, the opportunity is to deliver liquidity on point, in the moment, in microseconds from one part of the world to another. And the model that we focus on is using XRP, which is a very high velocity and very high volume digital asset. It's a free floating asset, unlike a CBDC or stablecoin. Use it as a bridge currency between these CBDCs. So you imagine a world in future where there are, let's say, 180 individual CBDCs per jurisdiction in the world. Making markets between those CBDCs is quite challenging unless you have a common single point, the bridge currency, which then enables connections to be made more efficiently and markets to be made between these individual currencies. So you put that together with both the bridge currency between those CBDCs and the overriding ledger connection between the blockchains that run those CBDCs, and you are kind of redefining how value is moved cross-border.
And we look at XRP as an intrinsic component of the future model. So this isn't a speculated currency, it's a currency which is a long-term play for the future global transaction space. And that, I think, is incredibly powerful. So we're here for the long game, and we're delighted at the rise of XRP and its resilience. And we believe that in the long term, it'll grow quite healthily as a result of what we're doing by creating this Internet of Value. And, transforming how payments work worldwide, that's a really big deal. That is transformative. And again, one of my earlier slides about payments being the bedrock of everything else that happens on blockchain, that's so true. If you get this right, everything else will start to build. And that's why what we're doing, I think, is so important.
The second dimension, which is much more complicated to solve, it has to do with liquidity.
So Ripple is the same through a decentralized model which is infinitely scalable. Supporting that, we have our liquidity proposition, which uses XRP, and that's a classic blockchain. But XRP was designed from the outset for transacting. So unlike the likes of Bitcoin, which is like very slow and slows down as you continue to build on volume, the XRP model is very, very, very high speed and very high capacity. So the liquidity part is very adequately served by the XRP model. The wider network we're creating, where if you're really going to create something of value for the 7 billion people in the world or 9 billion by 2050, you've got to have a very open internet type model. And that's what we have with our ex-current RippleNet models.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. We're almost coming to the end of this marathon. And remember, all those individuals that jumped ship from Swift, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, a lot of Swift individuals that came over to Ripple, and the journey that we have been on, and what Ripple has overcome with, the SEC lawsuit and getting clarity for XRP, which is just significant. I don't think, it gets overlooked at the fact that XRP is the only digital asset with certain clarity. And, right now Ethereum kind of has something, it doesn't make sense to me. I'll just leave it at that. But soon the decouplement of XRP will happen. We won't be broken records for long. When it happens, nothing is going to catch up to this utility token market cap, because it is going to be insanity.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.